Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one in store between the Toronto Mounties and the Salt Lake City Flyers. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Toronto Mounties and the Salt Lake City Flyers. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Godden alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Salt Lake City ball club. They've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 on the year. Meanwhile, for our visitors from north of the border, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it is permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Graves. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 19 yards away, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Opposed to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off. however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership. That's what he's trying to accomplish.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
On 2nd down now, it's Hayes. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Well, look now at our starting defense. They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better, because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
Hey, watch number 5, number 5. Single receiver. Ready?
From the gun on 3rd down. Waddle. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Waddle. And that is incomplete here. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. From the gun, Waddle. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there, because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things, because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
And as As this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed and, more importantly, perhaps that first-round bye.
But they have to clinch it, don't they?
Yeah.
That's the key, right? So, in a sense, the playoffs have started. They've got to go ahead and get this thing done. Otherwise, it's a different road, and you really don't want to be at the mercy of other teams and their results.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And he's got this complete to Bellamy. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. A gain of 3, 2nd down. A look now at our starting defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On 1st and 10 is counter, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. To throw on 2nd down. Graves. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Graves. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. On 4th down, Sean McDermott trots the field goal unit out there. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick here is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Harvey. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Hayes. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And on now is the punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On the counter, it's Connor. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. A check on the numbers last week for Connor. 23 carries, 112 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Right back to Connor here on 1st. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good gain of 12 yards that time. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Connor. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. Back to throw. Graves. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 10-3 our score after one here on EA Sports.
Mounties 3.
Set, ready. Got it ending. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
On second down, Connor looking for space. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Stop your whining. Slam, slam, slam.
Now Connor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty. So from 2nd and 10, it'll now go to 2nd and 15. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Looking to throw. Graves. He'll get that one complete to Connor.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Manning. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
They'll run here with Connor. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 5. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So that drive, 12 plays in length. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. And that's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Waddle.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. To throw on second down. Waddle. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12.
Ready.
Operating from the gun. Waddle. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This from 54 yards away. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know, maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Looking to throw on second down. Graves got his man complete over the middle. That's Manning. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. This quarterback now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Graves. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Throwing on 3rd and long. Graves. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And this one is right through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. On 3rd down, Hayes. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Ready. 10 logo.
Bring this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Big grip.
On 1st down, it's Hayes. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
60 outlaw.
2nd and 6. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Back to throw. Waddle. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Waddle. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Looking to throw. Waddle. And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the 2nd quarter. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
All day, baby. All day. We coming all day.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
On third down, it's Connor. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down. They bring their punter out there now as he's on here to punt it away. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you two in just a moment. First, we just want to give everybody a look ahead to what's in store for us this weekend as we enter the final month of this NFL season. Some great games still to come. And I think we highlighted one of the better ones right there, as that promises to be a tight one. Plenty to like about the late afternoon games as well. As you see by the highlight, these guys are in for a battle, taking on what should be a very tough opponent. And then lastly, on Monday Night Football, those fans will be riled up as it'll be a good matchup between their guys and what equates to be a very tough opponent. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Waddle. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Waddle. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Hayes, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. And Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hayes. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Waddle. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First target, first catch, and a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw. Waddle, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Waddle, his throw incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So now on comes the field goal unit. And, wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. And here comes a big tight end as he gets set for this next drive. And what can they do to better account for him? Because they haven't accounted for him well so far as we see here on your screen.
They may have to draw up coverages they haven't run so far. They have to create something on the fly because he's beaten everything. And when you watch this game unfold, you keep thinking to yourself, is it 2 men, 3 men, maybe even a 4th guy may have to go and account for him. But right now, he's shredding the defense.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, over 100 yards. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Watch the boot, watch the boot. Check safety, check the leg.
Here's Connor. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, but a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Let's go now. 60 yards. Let's go. 2 times, 2 times. 4 down.
To throw on second down. Graves. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. nowadays an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
On first down, Bellamy. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, it's Connor. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Back to throw. Graves.
Perfectly designed.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. So that drives 7 plays in length. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different. I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Operating from the gun. Waddle. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Looking to throw. Waddle, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 2. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2.
Let's go, D, let's go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Hey, check. 3 down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Graves. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Let's go.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
On the draw, Connor. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. On 2nd down now, Bellamy. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
To throw on 3rd down. Graves throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. On 4th down, Graves. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. They'll run on first down. Connor, they'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Foul. Face mask. Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, Graves. Throw left side complete. That's Schneider. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On the run is Connor. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
53, check 53. I got one. Hey,
Off the bootleg, Graves. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
first down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They'll run here with counter. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. Throwing on 3rd and long. Graves. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen. And you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing to start the drive. Waddle. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Waddle. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again. Waddle. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw. Waddle. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Waddle. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Waddle. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. On 4th down, Waddle. And it is incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
So here's the home side to take over on offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
53.
Off the play fake. Graves. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. They wound up getting nothing out of that second down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the first down.
And they'll send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half. It gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Go. 60 outlaw.
On 3rd down, Waddle looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hayes. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here is the home side to take over on offense. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty.
Offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. The false start hurts him there a bit, backs him up to 2nd and 9. Again, it's Connor. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry. Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. So here are visitors to take over on offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Looking to throw. Waddle. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. 4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Waddle. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Waddle. And an alley to run. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will have a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
A try here for the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense.
Ready. 55, Mark 55. Stay with your man. Shoot.
Throwing after the interception. Waddle. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Looking to throw. Waddle. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
On the set.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. So that'll back him up 5. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Waddle. And incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Waddle going for the deep ball. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So here's the home side to take over on offense. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now it's counter. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are our visitors to take over on offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So that one will be accepted.
Automatic first down.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, Waddle. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Waddle. And that'll be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And it's hard to hold a kick from this distance against him, but that is now 3 misses for him in the game so far.
3! And you wonder where his head's at right now. Kickers are a funny breed, but I have a feeling he'd love to see a 29-yarder next time to get him back in the groove.
So here is the home side to take over on offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Connor. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for the home team here, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.